Hey, everybody, OGG, Overt Go Green. How's it going? I'm doing good, and I hope you are too. We're going to get right into some action here. Some play. 30 lane Colossus, boom! Deck tech, as always, down in the description of the video. Let's see how this goes here. We're in standard ranked, best of one. 30 lane Colossus Bloom is playing 30 lane. Uncle Nasty. Uh-oh. Well, we got some white man, and we got a druid class. We got a cultivator Colossus. Let's keep this. See what we can do. 30 land, you'd assume we draw. Well, I like showing sometimes, like it might be mono green by using Layer of the Hydra. People are like, oh boy, Layer of the Hydra, probably mono. Or maybe mono green. Red green? Yeah, we're definitely going to get out druid class here so we can start ramping. We can start ramping next turn. That should help, just in case we need to hurry up to a Doomscar. Yeah, probably hurry up to a Doomscar here if we have to. And who knows, maybe we won't have to. So we're going to put the white down here so we can make sure we have enough the white mana to cast Doomscar. We'll mulch next turn. I'm not worried about mulching right now. We'll mulch next turn. Hopefully mulch hits us 2 land. Green 1. I had someone tell me this is a reprint from a set back in 1997. That's when that's old. In Search of Greatness. Interesting. Gets me for 1, misses a land drop. Probably pretty bad for him. Let's mulch first here. See what happens. 2 land. Pretty much, I mean, that's exactly what we could have hoped for. 2 land and a Root Grazer. The Root Grazer will help us ensure we benefit from Cultivator Colossus. If we draw it, because we can bounce. Oh no, well, this only bounces basic land, and we haven't drawn any of our basic land, which is unfortunate. Ooh, he's getting a lot of mana, though. He's getting a lot of mana. Yeah, using that to get into... Yeah. Yep. I could really hurt him, probably, with a board wipe here. And I probably will if... Oops, I don't want full control mode. Oh, no. For sure, I'll probably board wipe him here to keep him off of ramping with In Search of Greatness. Even with the land, I think the right call here is to board wipe. Wow! And he just scoops. Wow, I'm surprised if maybe you could somehow hear me magically. Uncle Nasty. A board wipe there would have caused him to scoop, certainly. So, even though he didn't go through with that game, I am going to count that as a win. He had enough creatures to do some serious ramping. I don't know what else he had in his hand. Maybe no creatures. Maybe he knew with 6 mana there was no way he could get by. Either way, a Doomscar would have caused him to scoop, certainly. Enigma 27. Enigma 27. Lots of ramp. Nothing going for gas, though. So this is a risky keep, right? We have no payoff in hand. We have to... Well, there's a payoff. A fortunate top deck there. We were kind of hoping for that, or the Cartographer Survey dump something in our graveyard. I don't think you're burn. If this is a burn deck, I don't think his burn is going to matter. Probably should have played Layer of the Hydra there. It won't matter, though, because we're going to play Forest or Plains into Layer of the Hydra, so it'll come into play tapped. Because we're more concerned about ramping into Druid class. That's our #1 goal here. Missed the land drop again. Man, oh man, my opponents not having any luck today. I mean at all. So I gotta believe at this point there's a good chance that if I red in 7 next turn, that I get a scoop out of my opponent. There's a real chance here that happens. Now, I've basically done nothing. In most opponents' eyes, they're probably thinking I've done nothing. Well, I'm glad he hit a land. Him paying life for that land, it won't matter. Yeah, there's more mana for him. He's got a shot.
You know what's great at dispelling darkness? A blazing inferno.
Yeah, sure. Blazing Inferno. Yeah, bad. Yeah, did the damage to me. Made
Give
a mana.
toast? I'd love to.
Yeah, it's a card. It's a card. So we're going to red in 7 here. And we're not going to worry about Druid Clash. Not drawing a land here. We'll make him deal with the 5/5 and make him use resources dealing with a 5/5, and then we can Cartographer Survey into more land, swing at him with a big layer of the Hydra, and possibly use Ren in 7 if we need to draw even more land. So there's a good chance we're putting down. I'm going to say there's a good chance we put down 4 land next turn. Let's see what it is. Kills Ren in 7. Okay. So now there's a good chance we put down 2 land next turn. And get rid of Chandra Dress to Kill. The other option is we hit him with a 5/5. Oh, do they have enough burn to... Nope. Okay.
Aw, you're looking a little singed.
So the other option here is to obviously get rid of Chandra. Which is clearly what the right call here is. Oh, you might have a shock too. Oh, 6 reveals Star Mount. Sure. Sure. We have to try to get rid of Chandra at this point because we can't let him ramp into Star Mount, which would be very bad. So I think the right call here is to activate this because it'll make this guy into a 6/6. 2 attackers. Get rid of Chandra. We'll get rid of Chandra, be left with a 6/6.
Aw, party's over.
And then we can start putting down more land next turn with Cartographer Survey. And see where we go from there. I'm not so concerned about these Marasa Root Grazers. They're almost certainly going to get smoked by damage. He's got to get something that gets him land, I assume, with this Learn card. Yep. Karfl's an interesting card here. Let's Cartographer Survey first before combat because it makes the layer of the Hydra bigger. I don't mind getting actually down another Port of Karfl, gaining some life here. Life, gaining life. Then hitting him for 9. And you can see where the deck, when it's left unchecked, because it's throwing down so much land, this guy's just getting so big from a 6/6 to a 9/9. And then next turn, it's lethal on board unless he puts down a blocker. And if he puts down a blocker, we'll bring up a second layer of the Hydra, which will be what is that, a 5/5, 6/6, a 6/6. I don't think we have any creatures in our graveyard. Nope. So Port of Karfl doesn't have a target that I want it to have right now. We can't assume it's going to mill removal. I don't know how he deals with a 9/9. Even gaining life won't make a difference. Cartographer Survey will still win us the game. There's 6 to him, though. Yeah, he can't deal with it. That's unfortunate for him. All right, well, we're not going to cast another spell. All right, good job, buddy. So you see the boom, right? You saw the boom part there. The number of lands coming into play in a turn can really swing the tide out of nowhere. Plus, Mono Red Burn, that's a tough matchup. It's a lot of big creatures for Mono Red Burn to try to deal with. Let's get back in there. 30 land Colossus. Once again, as always, deck description down in the deck tech down in the description if you want to see a thorough, or at least a brief but thorough overview of the deck. Matissima? Lots of stuff coming into play tapped here, but I like the hand. But all my lands come into play tapped. And that puts me at least a turn back. Man, this is a risky keep. This is a very risky keep. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do this. Marginally better. Marginally better. A little light on ramp here. I'll keep 6. I'll send back 1 red and 7. This is marginally better. We'll start with a tap land. Okay, Doomscar should help prolong things. And the Marasa Rootgrazer should help. I do need another white mana, or I need to get to 6 mana. Uh-oh. Smoldering Egg. That makes things tougher for sure. So there's the second white mana. That's actually pretty darn important there. Let's swing and see if he falls. Let's see if he gets nervous or anything. Oh, yeah, see, okay. That's why you swing, because you never know. I can pick up a land and gain an extra mana, but it does mean nothing. I got greedy there, and I accidentally played that Plains, and I shouldn't have. And what I should have done was play a tap land there. That was a mistake on my part. Another Marasa Rootgrazer. So another tap land has to come into play. That is not ideal. Let's just put down Lair of the Hydra right now. We'll swing with Marasa Rootgrazer, see if he does anything. Okay. I need one more. Man, I want to bait out his removal, if possible. So let's put down more creatures. Red and 7 will force a response. Probably a counter. But I think it's more... Ooh. So that'll definitely get... well, I'm surprised he's not... Huh. Surprised he's not blowing it up. Okay. So here's 5 mana. So let's do this first. Let's swing with these guys, see what he does. Takes it. Okay. I think Renin 7 here, this is certainly going to get countered, but I'd rather have Doomscar up. I'd rather have Doomscar ready for if he ever flips that Smoldering Egg. There's no way he doesn't counter this. Okay, so that's a mistake on his part, because I can return basic land you control. Return this one. And then I'm going to put a basic land in play for this one. Comes into play untapped, buddy. I'll resolve, because I don't care. I'll resolve that and auto-pay it. Thanks! Thank you, guy, for not realizing how Jawari Disruption worked. That was probably a huge mistake on his part. Now he's got to use removal on that guy. That worked out really well for me. That was a... I don't know if he didn't see that. Copy his next spell. Probably Dragon's Breath or something. No, he's going to kill Renin 7. He's clearly trying to figure out a way to kill Renin 7. Yep. Anytime.
forest will be overrun.
No, you gotta know I have reach. Okay. So, mulch here gives me lands into my hand. I could make a 3/3, which isn't good enough. So let's mulch. Let's put down white. And let's... So I can put the forest into play with one of those guys and make one a 3/3. That's not good enough. Well, let's... I don't care if he hits me for 4 because he's at 6. Let's swing with everybody. So let's do this. We'll put a basic land card from my hand into the battlefield tapped. Get him down to 3. And that should do it unless he has other creatures. Or can just absolutely go off. Field of Runes saves him from Lair of the Den of the Hydra. But he has to leave up mana to save himself from it. Yeah, so he's taking 2 right here. Another World Tree doesn't really do anything. But it does make that guy an 8/8, so that's fine. Let's make this guy... He just needs to be a 3/3. So... Let's make him a 1. Yeah, we'll make him a 5. Pay 5 mana. We'll pay all of it. He'll definitely blow him up, which is totally fine. It doesn't actually hurt us for him to blow him up. And it makes him use his Field of Rune. Oh, Hullbreaker Horror. Well, that's a real card. Yeah, for sure, that's one way to handle it. So if he can cast a bunch of spells, he can obviously bounce everybody. But then I can Doomscar him. He's got to cast a spell. Because it's whenever you cast a spell. Yeah, so he's got to cast at least one spell here. Sure. Sure, you got that guy, yep. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Hullbreaker Horror might win him the game if I didn't have Doomscar at hand. And it still might if he has a second one. Who's this? Not Lear, thank goodness. I mean, double expressive iteration is no joke either, though. Mountain, yeah, he's getting all the lands he needs. I mean, this is not good. I mean, I have to try to do this here. So he can't bounce me. And then I put down 2 dudes and just hope somehow he doesn't have an answer for that. I'm in big trouble. I'm in big trouble right now. Unless he doesn't have an answer, which I can't believe he doesn't have an answer. that's not an answer. Yeah, good game, man. Good game, Matizama. Wow! Wow! All right. So that was a much closer game. Believe it, I know that necessarily life total didn't make it look close, but I was in big trouble there. Like if that was another Hullbreaker horror, I straight lose that game. I mean that's no joke. That was a nail biter. All right, let's get to game 4 though. 3-0 right now with 30 lane Colossus boom. 30 lane Colossus boom. All right, Shizu Fox 86. Shizu Fox 86. You know what? I really like this hand. I like always having to make the choice. Is it better to play Root Grazer or Druid class? And depending on how they start, we'll see what we do. Most of the time, I find myself casting Druid class early. Black. Yeah, almost certainly going to cast... Oh, almost certainly going to cast Druid class here, only because this is going to be... I assume this is Mono Black, like Value Town, Mono Black Snow. Yeah. So, almost certainly casting Druid class. I'm not worried about the damage. Doomscar is helpful. I am somewhat concerned. I haven't hit a land drop with 30 lands. A land off the top here would be nice to help make sure I can ramp with Druid class. That would be pretty nice. Sure. And never make me draw 2 cards. Yep. Yeah, why wouldn't you take environmental policies? No land again. Brutal. 30 lands, and I didn't hit a land draw. Well, that is really not good. I hate to cast a mulch without an ability to put more lands into play, because it seems like such a waste. But holy moly, that is really not good. That is very unfortunate. Well, I mean, that's... For a ramp deck to miss all my ramp. Well, clearly Marasa Root Grazer would have been the better play there. Obviously, hindsight being what it is. Oh, my goodness. Yikes. Still not a land. Now I think I have to double this up and put both of these lands in play. At least next turn, if I hit a land, I mean, no matter what next turn, I can hopefully mulch into Cartographer Survey. I mean, that's not ideal in any remote way. He doesn't have the Snowman to turn on Faceless Haven. And the life gain is at least keeping it somewhat close. That's actually, you should have blown up the World Tree, buddy. Was the right call there. But I will gladly take a Plains for Doomscar in case I somehow don't hit. I mean, Doomscar is not going to help me at all. Well, next turn, the right call might be Marasa Root Razor, Marasa Root Razor. Oh my gosh, not a land again. I mean, I'll put down a blocker, but I have to mulch here for land. Okay, at least untapped lands. Holy moly. Deck, you're killing me. I need to eat his removal is what my number one concern here is. I need to start eating his removal so I can get down a Cultivator Colossus and hopefully hit some gas here. That's fine. Saves my Doomscar and lets me start drawing with this thing. Or do I... Well, if he kills it, I can bring it back with Port of Carful. So, let's do this. Yes. 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 Well, draw 3 cards, put 3 lands into play, gain 3 life, make a 10-10 trample for 7 mana. Seems worth it. Seems worth it. Seems decent. Yeah, that's totally fine. That's expected, actually. Sure. Yep. Yep, got me for 1. Yep, got me for the 1. Let's get out Cartag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. This is 6 mana, and that has to be untapped. So I could put Cartographer Survey down and my land, or I could surprise swing with a beast of a creature that he's going to blow up. Yeah, actually... Come on. He has the mana to blow up my land, which is totally fine if it draws out even more removal. Like if he uses the treasure to remove it, that's fine. Doesn't. Okay, that's fine by me. That's fine. Had to expect something along those lines to happen there. I'm not going to end turn, though. I'm going to put more land in play. Another World Tree and a Forest. And gain more life. I'm going to hold this. And the reason I'm holding it is because I can bring back Cultivator Colossus at my end step if I sense that he taps out next turn. Like if he taps out this turn or something. Or if I can bait him into tapping out. Be curious to see if he just goes all aggressive and swings out. Does he not have removal for a 12/12? Does he have to leave back blockers? Shambler is a blocker. There's Skullport Merchant again. Okay, so he might not have it, right? That's how it looks. This puts more land into my hand, which lets me draw more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'd have enough on his end step. So you can't sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities, which is huge. So he's going to do that and blow up one World Tree. Obviously, I have to resolve that, which is fine. Thank goodness I have 2. At this point, green mana is probably the order of the day. So I'll gain a life off of it. That's fine. Now I'm going to take the plains and forest. I'm going to keep these guys in my hand as well. So I can activate a Porta Carful here, which is 1, 2, 3. Yep, I should have enough to activate Carful. I'm going to swing with this guy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I gotta wear him down somehow through here. And then in my end step, I'll bring, on his end step, I'll use Carful to bring back the Trample guy. In case he, like, Blood on the Snows, which seems decently likely to happen here. Or something along those lines. Shizu, Fox 86. Making the game go long, man. He has not drawn anything. Or maybe this isn't the deck I thought. Onyx with the greatest power among creatures I control. Sure. Sure.
Welcome to Witherbloom College, class.
I mean, you are. He 100% gets me there. Which is not the end of the world.
You don't make the grade.
So he assumes he can block with Onyx, I'm sure. But this should bring back... Yep, resolve. Okay, nothing. I don't care. Resolve. Put it into play. Let's draw 1. Draw 2. Draw 3. Draw 4. Draw 5. Sure, I will end my turn putting a 15/15 trample into play, drawing 5 cards and putting 5 land into play. Seems alright. I'm going to be honest. What does her +1 do? Lose a life. Let's do that. Sure. Don't care about losing life there. Let's make him have every... Well, so if he kills a guy, I can bring him back again. So I have no reason to do anything here, except maybe put even more land into play. Do I have a mulch in my hand? No. A root grazer is not going to get anything done. So I have the card. I probably should have done that first, obviously. I could have made that guy big enough to even drop him lower. Let's just thin my deck so I'm drawing action. Another Porta Carful is actually pretty sweet here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I still would have enough, so we can do that again. And I still have enough to activate. Yep, then another World Tree to pad my World Tree-ness. So I'm going to leave it as that. And if he blows up my Cultivator Colossus, I can end step, bring it back. Yeah, for sure. When you got a +1er, right? Sure, lose a life. Yep. It won't matter. I have 2 more carfuls, so I can keep doing this. He's on the 33 card. Yeah, he's on the last 14. Man, I am. So he has 4 mana, so we can activate this to block. That ain't gonna help him. Let's activate Carful again. And the scary thing is that mills me 3 every turn. Yeah. I'll just make him keep answering a 1919 trample. I can't cast anything because I might mill myself out. I gotta be somewhat careful here. It looks like I could double Porta Carful in his end step. He's gonna make me sack it with Liliana, I assume? Oh, okay. Blood Chief's first dip. So with 1 card in hand, unless he picks up double instant speed removal. How many Infernal Grasp has he used? 1, 2. So does he have double Infernal Grasp in hand? Because 4, 6. Because Carful. Interesting. So he probably doesn't have double Grasp in hand. So let's see what card he targets. And then obviously I'm just going to pull that one out of there with Porta Carful. Sure. So I believe that means he's targeting this one. I mean, if he has the mana, I'm basically dead in the water here. Did you get it? Man, if he's roping me, that's a rope from hell, man. Got him! Whoa! What a game! The recursion and the life gain from Druid class. And I was at 4 cards left in my graveyard. What a game! Whoa! Wow! 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 Okay. All right, 30 land boom, got him. 30 land boom for sure got him right there. All right, let's move on to game 5. Why not? Why not? At a hot 4-0. Gotta keep going, right? Gotta keep this train rolling. Man, wow, I am really surprised by that. Garadiu? Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this hand. There's no reason I wouldn't keep this hand. He mulliganed twice. Uh-oh. If he's a scoop before he plays a card, obviously we're not. Uh-oh, Chandra. I like that card back, though. I know nothing about the lore in this set. Ooh, Hall of the Storm Giants. I see your Hall of the Storm Giants and offer you, sir, the World Tree. Garadiu? However you say it. However you say it. So here, I'm not as concerned. Obviously, I don't have an untapped land for next turn. Well, I do. I have overgrown farmland. So here it's Druid class always over Marasa Root Grazer. This might just be mono blue lockdown, mono blue control. Oop, nope, not mono blue. Blue black control. I still think the right call here is just to start ramping. Ooh, you might find something really cool in my deck, buddy. I really like Siphon Insight because you don't know what he got. Like 30 lands, he could have got Florida Carful. Right? Like 30 lands, he could have got literally nothing. Because that's the deck. Sometimes. Literally nothing. Let's mulch. Obviously, we're not going to run in 7 this turn because I didn't draw an untapped land. Sure. He returns Druid Class to my hand, which does slow me down for a second. It definitely slows down my ramp. He's ramping. Which, why wouldn't he? In all honesty. How do I deal with my own card coming out to get me? Like if he Siphon Insights and pulls something nasty off my deck, how do I deal with the terror of my own card, right? That's a great question, and I don't know the answer to it. So if I pay 3, I could 4, I could Cartographer Survey and have all the land. I think it's more important I run in 7 here. See if I can draw out a counter spell. Sure, Siphon Insight, that's fine. That was a fast take, maybe his own run in 7.
Do not underestimate the forest. Heed the trees. They prepare for war.
Let's try to get more ramp out here. Let's try to get more lands into play and start whittling them down. I am more scared of my deck, what he took from my deck, than anything else. Path of Peril, sure. Destroy all creatures, why not? His own Druid Class. Okay, still hasn't gotten anything so scary that I'm in like full-on panic mode yet. I think here I go to play an additional land every turn. I +1 them.
Every seed contains
Throw some stuff in the graveyard. Plains. Gain a life. Gain a life. Cartographer's Survey. Put more land into play. And now I have enough mana to do whatever I want. Okay, so now I can do some things here. Now I think the right call here is to level this guy up, see if he just kills it. He doesn't right away. I'm going to keep this guy alive for now. +1 him.
foster much growth here.
Sure, more land to put into play. Forest. Another Druid Class. I should have done this first. That was my mistake. Another additional land into play. Plains, doesn't matter. Forest. Hit him for 13. And then 1 Marasso Grazer. Because, why not? Yep. Not unexpected. Not unexpected. Oh, too bad you can't return Layer of the Hydra to my hand, though. Huh, Hullbreaker Horror. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Big trouble unless you just drew a load of direct removal. Yep, you got me. Go ahead, you can bounce one of my Druid classes. Just resets it, so you're only helping me. Sure, you lose 2 for that. Yep. Yep, okay, so... 2, 3... you have blue, you can bounce, you can't bounce that guy, you'd have to block. I get down Druid class to keep gaining life, I can get down this. So let's get down... No. Alright, let's first make this guy... I need to make this guy an 8/8. No, 9. Yeah, that's fine. Do I have anything in my your Sharn is in my graveyard. Renin 7 is in my graveyard. So not what I need is in my graveyard. I'll get down the second Druid class in case I need to pump out one of those hasty land guys next turn. So that lets me bring out the hasty land guy. And because his bounce spells bounce non-land permanents, my land's becoming ridiculously big and going boom is huge in this game. The fact he did not hit Cultivator Colossus with his Siphon Insight was also huge. Or it looks like he had not hit very much. How did I get to 34 life? Wow! What in the world, this deck? Oh, yeah? Well, there you have it. Deck could not have asked for much better performance. I mean, literally couldn't have had a better performance than that. Just straight racked off a 5-0 with 30 land Colossus. Boom! Alright. Well, let's check it out. Oh, let's see. Sure, sudden insight. Sudden insight. Suddenly, you realize 30 land Colossus boom is legit. Let's look at the deck real quick. 5-0 with this hog. Deck does everything I wanted to do. Gain me life. I don't even know how I got to 34 life in that last game. Druid class. I love the artwork on this. The tree coming to life. The face of it running. You know, starting to come to life. The hasty tree from this is good. Unexpected by many opponents. Mulch is a very good ramp card and throws cards in the graveyard. I think this card, the longer it's in standard, the better it gets. Keep an eye on Mulch, everybody. Marasa Root Grazer, he really only fits this deck. So if you're dying to play him, this is the deck to play him in. Cartographer Survey. Here's another card. I love the fact it gets 2 land, and they don't have to be non-basic. I think this card is sneaky good at 4 mana in a ramp deck. Like I said, the fact it doesn't have to get basic land is sneaky good if you're cracking this thing off on turn 3. Your Sharn, honestly, excuse me, your Sharn might be the only card I'm not 100% sold on, but I really like him in this deck. He has a 4/4 for 4, does ramp you, does turn off some treasure hijinks, which I really like. So maybe keep him as a 2 of. 4 Doomscar got to be here. Doomscar is a good way to control the board when you have no other option. You know, just like I said, good card. Renin 7, fantastic in this deck. I mean, he's good in almost any deck you put him in. In this deck, he is just a house. When his +1 is actually something you want to use, holy smokes, man. Look out. Look out. And Cultivator Colossus, well, I mean, the one time I resolved him, he gained me, for 7 mana, I think I got like a 10/10 trample. drew 5 cards, gained 5 life, and put 5 land into play for 7 mana on my opponent's end step. Seems busted. Crazy good. Crazy good. Gotta have 4 World Tree, because this thing is like the new Chromatic Lantern. Fabulous. Gotta have one for Commander. If you don't, you better pick one up on paper before they get even more expensive. Overgrown Farmland. Probably should be a 4 of. I only have 2. If you have 4 of them, just drop 1 Plains, 1 Forest. Put 2 more Overgrown Farmland. 4 Bancroft Pathway. Port of Carful won me a game. You saw it win me a game. I think I had to use 3 different ones. Gotta have 4 of here. Layer of the Hydra as a 2 of. Gotta have Manlands. Right? There is some debate about maybe putting a 1 copy of Lair of the Frost Dragon in to have a flyer. Or perhaps a flying blocker. But the point of the deck was to get big creatures. And the dragon land, the white dragon land, doesn't get very big, whereas Lair of the Hydra can just get huge. So yeah, so there's the whole deck, 5-0. Such a fun deck to play. Give it a try if you have a chance. If not, if you do, let me know what you think. If you don't get a chance, because I do know it uses some really weird, wild cards. Like you may not want to drop 4 wild cards on Cultivator Colossus, but these other wild cards are all legit. Like, don't feel bad spending any time on Doomscar or Remnant 7. They're bombs in many decks. And so, if you're not going to play it, though, either way, let me know what you thought. Let me know what you thought of the gameplay videos. Any criticisms or comments, greatly appreciated. Leave them down below. If you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up button. And this is OGG out!